So welcome everybody. Welcome to the vinyl collection. This is episode 60 something, 62, 63, something like that. Crazy amount of episodes. This is the vinyl collection live. We got a live chat happening. Hello everybody. If you're joining us in the chat, don't be afraid to say hi. We're looking out for you. Can't wait to see you in there. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. My name is Bill. I'll be your presenter and the organizer of all of the magical vinyl guests coming on later in this show. And yeah, this is a show where we go through our vinyl collection, open up the records, see what's inside, take a look at the posters, the ephemera, everything that's cool in there that we haven't seen in a long time. And boy, we've been doing that for a long time. A lot of episodes looking through the vinyl collection. So it'll be interesting to see what happens on this episode, because I think there will be a special announcement. So stay tuned for that. And we'll be back. Hey everybody, look who we're joined by. Got Curtis. Hello, sir.
Hey, sorry, I'm still fussing with my camera to make sure I look perfect.
It is.
Hello,
it's
world.
Perfection. Although Mega Man, we lost his torso there in the last camera adjustment.
Let's see. You know who made this?
I could guess. Is it
Go
another starry vinyl expert that appears on this show named Matt Bandy?
You got it.
He is a perler expert.
He is. I think he gave that to me the first time I ever met him.
He gives that to everyone the first time they meet him.
Yeah, among other things.
Also joining us is Kevin Buried on Mars. Thanks, Kevin. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you too.
Back. Listen,
I'm happy to be here.
This is the only vinyl music show where you get all of the expert panel with pieces of VHS in their background. I don't know what that's about, but it's a thing. It's a thing we do.
It's my Halloween costume.
Mother Brain is joining us in the chat. Happy birthday, Mother Brain. She just celebrated birthday.
Oh, I can't see the chat. I just realized. Is there a way to see? Sorry, I'm using my iPad tonight, and this is like brand new to me.
He is such a handful, this Curtis.
I see. Apple fanatics.
Oh, this is terrible. Yeah, no, this doesn't. It's either I look at this is the strangest thing. If I look at the comments, I can see the comments, and then very opaque in the background, I can see you guys. It's the strangest thing. I don't know if I like this. I'll check in later with the comments. Oh, there we are.
No, we'll keep you up to date. We'll keep you up to date. Don't worry. So yeah, this is just the three of us so far. You never know what's going to happen, who will jump in, but we're going to kick off the show with just the three of us. I have some special stuff to show, including an unboxing, a live unboxing. I mean, it's straight from the post, hasn't been opened yet. Not 100% sure the contents, if everything's there that I ordered. And then I also had a really killer find at an Amazon surplus store that blew me away. It was so random, yet so much what I was looking for. We'll get to that. And I found some stuff in the garbage. We got to talk about that. So lots of exciting things to get to from me. What about you guys? Anything exciting on the horizon here, Curtis?
Yeah, well, you'll notice that over my shoulder here I have Rolling Stone's Still Life American Concert from 1981. Now, it's a live album, one that I rather enjoy. But the reason I'm displaying that is because I'm super excited, because tomorrow night I am seeing the Rolling Stones here in LA.
Ooh, that's right. They just landed. I saw
they did, yeah. They're doing 2 shows, but I'm going to the first one. So I've seen them once before.
That's a huge stadium, right?
It's the new one. I haven't been to the new one yet, so I'm really excited about that. But I saw them like 5 years ago or so. That was great. Obviously, their drummer, Charlie Watts, has passed away, which is sad. But I believe the new drummer is the drummer that tours with Keith Richards' band. I think, like the Expensive Winos. I think it was that guy.
I don't know, because I just read an article today that guy is in the Bob Dylan touring band. That's about to kick off.
Well, I mean,
next
Expensive
month.
Winos hasn't toured in forever, so he could very well have. But I read he had some connection to Keith, and that's how he replaced Charlie. In any case, I'm excited to go see him. That's my big thing. Maybe I'll take some more video so we can get flagged again on this show. So you can't make any money, but we can show how awesome it is to be at a Rolling Stones concert.
This show does bring in the cash, I gotta say.
Oh,
it is.
Yeah.
You guys will get your residuals at the end of the year for sure, but
Thank you.
It is something else. Yeah. Well, cool. Look forward to getting some updates. Now that you're saying that about the Keith Richards thing, I think you are right. I don't know. I must have read about another guy that was with that band before Keith's band, but yeah, I did also hear something about him being Keith's drummer too. So I think we're both right. And
I mean, he might not have been the Winos drummer. He might have just been another like album drummer for Keith's solo stuff, because Keith's put out like a few solo albums over the last few years. Could have been for that. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Kevin, any previews from you for today? You want to hype them up?
Well, I got a bunch of movies and then CDs and a few vinyl, a bit of vinyl, and one TV box set.
Ooh, I like that. You're showing that tonight?
I'm showing one of them, yeah.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's maybe after the big announcement.
When's the announcement coming?
Yeah, when are you doing the announcement?
I got to get the feel. I got to get the vibe. Wait for it to come to me. And then, bam, hit him with the announcement.
Yeah.
Mother Brain is tired and ready to go to bed. You better get to it now.
She didn't
before we lose our one viewer.
She's extremely happy to be here.
Speaking of Mother Brain, she just got a new, her and Duke just got a new setup, an audio setup. Did you see a picture of that?
I did. That's right.
And they broke it in. I believe the first album they listened to was Billy Joel, Songs from the Attic. Is it Songs in the Attic? Songs from the Attic? Whatever. The ones that starts with songs and ends with attic. Great album. Super underrated. Love it.
Yeah, that's like her own set. And I guess Duke has his own set. So they don't fight with each other. They just
nice.
That's my set, and that's my set. So
well, I gotta give the edge to Mother Brain because that setup looks sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought when you were married, it's the what's yours is mine sort of thing, but not in the retro nonsense household.
No.
None of that.
It's every man for himself over there.
Very cool. Yeah. If I was on my game, I would have that picture up to show you guys, but I need an intern, as I keep saying. So anyways, I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to start with vinyl, because the rest of my stuff will be vinyl adjacent. I got a lot of adjacent going on. So I'm going to start with vinyl.
On the vinyl collection, you're going to start with vinyl?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? We're not even an hour in yet, and vinyl's happening. It's already been spoiled on the last episode. If you did watch the last episode, you guys forced me to spoil it, so I might as well show it right off the bat. Mother Brain says she doesn't have to go into Duke's domain to listen to records anymore, which is
now it's making sense.
Can you imagine the smells in there in Duke's domain?
Duke is like, how do I get this woman out of my retro room? I know.
More smells.
It's very farty in there, I'm sure. All right, so I teased this last week. Part of my vinyl pickups from that record store in Newmarket called 33 1/3, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And this was in the cheap bin, so why not?
Yeah, it's good.
What's on that one?
Like, look at the tracks on there.
Oh,
look at the
yeah,
artists.
that's a good
it's
one.
Like
a lot of Motown.
Whiter shade of pale. Temptation.
Proud to beg.
Like, it's
Three
loaded.
Dog Night. Nice. Aretha. Smokey.
That's what I mean. So for, I don't know, less than $5, it's not. This isn't one of my top movies. The Big Chill.
It's a decent movie.
It's a good one.
It's good.
Who was the actor that got his entire role cut out because he's the dead guy?
Oh,
was it Kevin Costner?
I think so.
That's like a famous movie fact, is that whoever is the dead guy shot a bunch of like flashback scenes, but they didn't use any of them in the movie.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I think it's Costner.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Beats me.
But you're right, man. That is an awesome soundtrack.
Look, there's some kind of, they had this on the coffee table or something. I don't know if that's picking up all this. Some kind of spillage on there. And that's old school Photoshop. That's where you take the scissors and cut that out. Some hard edges there.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little bit of custom opening action.
Access, yeah.
Bill can dish.
Totally.
No sleeve.
Sleeveless in Seattle.
Why?
On Motown Records.
Oh, imagine that.
Dusty, but good. No major issues there.
I mean, wait a second. Is there any non-Motown people on that record? Like Smokey, Marvin Gaye?
Procol Harum's on here.
Yeah, I don't think they're Motown. They're a British band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
No? Did you see something?
You look like you froze there for a second.
You stuttered for a second.
There is something there. There's a little something. Nothing to go crazy about.
Quit touching it.
That's what she said.
It worse.
We'll
put a new sleeve on there. So don't worry, guys. We look after this stuff. Got sleeves up here. Got your
nice. Oh, you're going high end sleeve.
That's right.
Oh,
wow.
That's right. We don't fool around. Put the MoFis on there. And let's get you guys back. So that is my big vinyl pickup. Everything else is revolves around vinyl, but it's not quite vinyl. So I'm going to pass it on to the next person, see if they have any vinyl, or if they want to start it, Jason. Hey, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do. Curtis, what do you want to do?
Man, we are just going for it today, aren't we? What do I want to start with? Well, you know what? I'll start with this. Let me tell a little story. So last week I showed our brand new dog that Layla and I got, Jasmine, and we are doing like a couple training sessions with this trainer that we found just to get like how to teach her certain things. And, you know, it's actually been really helpful, but he's about an hour away. And so we went this morning to this part of California. You know, we never go that direction. And so I thought, hey, while we're over here, let's see if there's any record stores or thrift stores or anything like what's around here that we can go to. Because we had some time to kill after the training. And so on the way home, hit up a Goodwill, which I haven't been to a Goodwill in years. And they didn't really have anything in there. I was, I'll be honest, I was digging through the VHS to see if I could find some gold. And I'll tell you what, you know what they did have 3 copies of? You've Got Mail. Man, that is the truth. It is everywhere. It's crazy.
I hear you should buy those.
Yeah, I was very tempted. But I didn't get anything there. And then I did find that there was a record store nearby. I think it was called Record Surplus, if I'm not wrong. I don't remember the name exactly, but this place was great, really cool. And we didn't have a lot of time because we were getting kind of hungry. But I did ask the guy as I was checking out, hey, is it cool? Like, I probably won't be able to do it today, but if I come back next week, because we got another training session, I said, would you mind if I filmed a little bit in here to show my Canadian friends? And of course he said, yeah, sure, go for it. So next week I'm going to go back and I'm going to cut together a little store trailer to show you guys what I saw. Because this store was really cool. It wasn't very big, but it was definitely like a dig for treasure kind of store where there's just stuff everywhere. And they had cassettes and vinyl and CD. And they had a bunch of 8-tracks and VHS. And they even had those video CD things, those RCA. CEDs, yeah, those things. They had some of those, a lot of stuff. And I'm actually looking forward to digging around a little bit more next week because I didn't have a whole lot of time. But I guess why don't I start with some vinyl too? Because I didn't actually get any vinyl while I was there. They didn't have anything I was looking for. But as I was checking out, they said, "Hey, we have a what did they call it? An economic stimulus box." And when you buy anything at the store, you can grab one thing from the economic stimulus box on your way out. I was like, "Oh, awesome!" So I started digging through that. See what I could find, and of course it's a lot of, what you would expect, but I did find this and I thought, all right, for free, I'll take this home with me. I got Kenny Rogers 20 greatest hits.
Yeah, that's good times.
Hell yeah. I mean, come on, look at that.
20 on there. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, do you need anything else when you have this, when it comes to Kenny?
It's all there.
Yeah.
So got the Dolly stuff on there.
So that this is kind of cool because it's got the whole kind of a neat neat thing.
You can have an alternate cover there if you put the other side.
And I'll be damned if the disc isn't in pretty well, I don't know if it'll show it here. It's pretty dusty, but it's in good shape. You look at how many. I don't know. Can you see how many tracks? Look at that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, a lot of tracks.
Yeah.
A lot of tracks. So
I think mine's on CD. I think I have the CD of that.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, that was the only vinyl I picked up, but I found a couple other things that were pretty cool.
Oh, you got to give us the alternate cover.
What?
You got to give us the alternate cover.
What do you mean? Oh, what it would look like the other way around? Oh, you're right. It fits perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Only you can do that.
This is the one I'm gonna stick with.
Yeah.
Black and white.
Yeah. That's worth a subscribe right there, folks.
I would also like to point out this is my tribute. It's kind of a halfway Chris Roberts, halfway Matt Bandy style, because I'm sitting on the floor and I can put my knee in the shot like Matt Bandy, but I also got a movie playing in the background like Chris Roberts. So
you got it all, man.
I know.
Yeah. You're doing it. You're pulling it off.
We're doing it, guys. We're doing it.
Final, VHS, CRT, and leg. Hairy leg. So something broke.
A lot of things broke right there. I'm sitting in a beach chair. Do you know those beach chairs that sit really low to the ground that you can like put in the sand?
I've seen them in the movies.
Oh, thank you.
Look at that, getting a delivery.
Oh, he's getting high.
with great comedic timing. Layla just brought me ibuprofen. You can leave that open. Yeah.
She should have thrown it at you from off camera. That would have been good. All right, Kevin, you want to tickle the vinyl keys a little bit?
Well, I only have 3 pieces of vinyl to show, so I might as well just get right into it. These are all recent pickups. I actually found these at Value Village of all places.
That's a tough one.
I never find stuff like vinyl at Value Village. It's always, 50 Perry Como records, some Christian stuff.
Anne Murray.
You might, if you're lucky, you get Anne Murray. Those are on the lucky day. But I passed by the vinyl, and sitting there right in the front was this guy, this thing. And it was Argent. I'm like, Argent. Nice. Where do I know that name? What is Argent? I know that band from somewhere.
They got Hold Your Head Up, right?
I flipped it over, and the very first song on there was God Gave Rock and Roll to You, which reminded me that was the song that Kiss stole for the Bill and Ted's movie, right? J-Rock was trying to pass it off as a Kiss song, but it's an Argent song, and they covered it. So on the back here, it's got a little bit of Bill Condish happening there. But the vinyl is one of those ones, it's a gatefold, but it's one of those ones where the vinyl is supposed to go in the pocket here, like in here, like that.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, the glue came all undone, so super easy access there. But I just put it in the gatefold there. But the record itself was in great shape. It's good. Like, I thought for sure, like, they did have a few other records there, but they were all like scratched up and
So yeah, that was a pretty good find. And yeah, they're a pretty good band. What song did you say they
Didn't they do that? Hold your head up or hold your head high or something.
is that them? I don't know. I don't know.
I could've
Maybe
swore
it's
that
not
was
on this
them.
one. Could be. I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. But we listened to this, Sarah and I did listen to this, and I think they are partly a Christian band because Jesus did come up a few times, and there is a Christmas song on here, Christmas for the Free. So, but it's very
Jesus came up a few times.
well, I don't like normally in a rock band you don't get too many Jesus lyrics. I guess the Doobie Brothers had that one song about Jesus, but normally. Anyways, yeah, it was pretty good. They sounded a lot like David Bowie, like that early David Bowie stuff, or Mott the Hopple kind of thing.
So I looked them up on Spotify, and their top 2 songs are "Hold Your Head Up," which is what I said, and "God Gave Rock and Roll to You."
Well, there you go.
And then their third most popular is the single version of "Hold Your Head Up," and then their fourth most popular is a song called "Liar." And then their fifth most popular is the single version of "God Gave Rock and Roll to You."
Well,
so their top 5 are just 3 songs with different versions.
That's working it.
Well, that album is pretty decent. It's pretty good. Next, I found at the same Value Village, after a few scratched up records, I actually found Coney Hatch's second album. And cool thing about that is I was in the Value Village in Ajax, which is pretty much across the street from Oshawa, and Coney Hatch is from Oshawa, Ontario. So I almost found this album in their hometown.
It's a cool
40 years later.
album cover.
Yeah. So, and this is good. It's got some good stuff on there.
Is that like that pop art sort of stuff? Yeah.
Sure.
So the Hatch is from the Schwa.
Schwa, yeah.
Oh
or
boy.
At least they recorded there.
That woke someone up.
Oh, yeah, okay. Deke always knows when to show up.
Oh, Deke's here. Let me get my laundry.
What is tonight? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Tomorrow night I will be on Deke's show at 7 p.m. We're going to be talking about Sloan's album Navy Blues. So tune into that.
Nice.
Deke's doing a show.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's on a few episodes already. And he had, on his first episode, he had this guy right here. This guy right here was on his very first show.
Jesus.
Andy Kern.
Nice.
It was entertaining. So he did that. He had Sean Kelly. Was it Sean Kelly that was on? And he surprised him with Andy Kern. So I'm imagining tomorrow night I'll be talking to Andy Kern because Deke will set that up.
Can you wear your hair like that guy when you're on tomorrow?
As you can see, I have zero hair ability, so
craft it.
I don't know where you're going with that, but that's all right. Sometimes Bill lays an egg. They're not all great.
A wig. Wear a big crazy wig. That'd be funny.
Finally, I found this. I'm not the biggest fan of Prism. They're another Canadian band, but this was like a weird sampler, not for retail, that was given out to the record or the radio stations, right, to play some of their hits. See? Not for sale.
Yeah.
So what this band is mostly known for is being the launching pad for Mutt Lange and Bob Rock, the infamous record producers, Canadian record producers, and they cut their teeth with Prism. So I haven't listened to this yet. As you can see, it's a little bit dirty, but it looks like it hasn't hardly been played. It looks like it's been sitting in storage somewhere. So I thought that was pretty cool fun. At Value Village of all places.
That's it's tough, but it can happen.
Yeah. I was surprised. I like Coney Hatch, man. I went to Oshawa one day. specifically to look for Coney Hatch. I only found one of their albums.
Oh, I thought you meant you stopped at all the street corners.
No, not to look for their albums at the Cops, but they only had one.
Do you know where Coney Hatch lives? No.
I don't think any of them actually live in Oshawa anymore. I'm pretty sure they've all moved on from there.
Cool.
There you go. Those are my 3 vinyl pickups.
All right. But aside from that, you still have the rest of your vinyl collection we're going through at some point, right?
Yep. Yeah. I just didn't feel like pulling them out today. You did
Didn't
this all
feel
last
like
minute.
Pulling out your vinyl for the vinyl show.
Okay. I only had like what, a half an hour to prepare for this one.
I got a completely new setup in like
That's
a half
true.
hour. But,
And it's not like I could just take out like a chunk of vinyl records and put them in, because Sarah and I's collection are together. So I have to like, take all. And I'm like, I'm not doing all that. I'll just take what I showed. And then I had a bunch of movies here and I'll show that.
Beauty. That is completely
Last
acceptable.
No,
No, completely acceptable.
Yeah.
We accept all your content.
I am pretty sure I've shown more vinyl today than you guys.
Hold on, I can just show. I'll just show this 3 times.
Combined.
No, I'll show it 4 times.
You 2 combined, I showed more vinyl.
This should count as 2 though, since I did the flip thing.
It's got 20 tracks on it.
20.
So let's count. Kevin, how many tracks you got?
Then fine, count it as 2. Tie goes for the Mars Man.
Damn it! Wait, no, I got this one too.
That he did show that. That's true.
That's a re-show. You showed that.
Oh, the hell ever.
All right. Well, so that takes us back to me. Still on the vinyl side of things. I do have something to show you. Just a quick aside. I want to say thank you to any new subscribers out there for coming along. Thank you for joining the channel. Hope you're enjoying it. Don't forget to hit the like button. Lots of fun stuff going on. And a programming announcement that the VHS show, another popular side project on this show, will be, it's grown to its whole own channel. It's got its own YouTube channel now. So you can find that. You got to go subscribe to it. It's called Midnight is Flashing. You can find that on YouTube. The first VHS show is going to be a special one. We're going to start it here. Here's another big announcement. It's not the big announcement, but it's another big announcement. We'll start the VHS show here and seamlessly slide it over to the Midnight is Flashing channel. So you guys don't like have to change channels and stuff, just like the old days.
So you've done what, like 11 VHS shows, and we've done over a year's worth of vinyl collection, but the VHS show warranted its own channel.
VHS is huge.
I can see where your priorities lie, Bill.
Well, that is a co-production between myself and Chris Roberts, so I don't want to take all the credit for it. And Chris Roberts will be supplying lots of great content over there too. You're going to see like VHS clips, like old stuff from old recordings. If Chris Roberts has his way, I'm sure he's going to put strangers' wedding videos on there because he's into that sort of thing.
I would love a separate subset of videos that's all just the wedding videos. That
a playlist.
Oh, that would be brilliant. And think if someone who like it's their wedding video, and they find it, that you have to do that. That's such a great idea.
That is, yeah. So we'll be doing all kinds of stuff. Of course, the VHS live chat will be there. And
I love the thing you started with was like a dildo commercial. That was like your big kickoff. Like, hey, welcome to Midnight is Flashing. Here's a Canadian dildo commercial.
That's wild that was on air. I couldn't believe it. So I had to share that with everyone.
Come on down to Dildo Hut in Oshawa.
Bill, did you check if your membership card is still good there, or
sexy?
You just jumped right past that, eh? Just didn't want to touch that one.
So yeah, check out, get subscribed to that channel so you're ready when things start really going there. There's, like I said, there's already clips on there. We're building it slowly. There's going to be guest contributors. I think Kevin Buried on Mars might contribute some stuff. You never know.
If I can get past the HDCP, I just might.
And of course, we always accept emails, like your own contributions. If you want to send us pictures of your collections, if you want to send us like tapes you want to see transferred and put on YouTube, anything like that, you can reach us here at starttocontinuemail@gmail.com. And Midnight is Flashing has their own Gmail as well, just called Midnight is Flashing Gmail. So now that that's all out of the way, I can continue. Did you get all that? Did you guys follow all that? Okay.
Man, this is like when I'm listening to a podcast that has ads. That's like when I skip. I do the 30 seconds until I just don't hear ad anymore.
God damn it. I do have a new design up on TeePublic. I wonder if I should call that up right now.
Oh, can I? 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Let's skip ahead.
Okay. So I was at, I was at this Amazon surplus kind of store that my daughter used to work at. She doesn't work there anymore, but I still go in there because they got weird stuff. And if you guys recall, I don't know, 3 or 4 episodes ago, I asked you, what do you guys do for your record collection with dividers? Like, do you divide the A's and the B's and the C's and all that, or have like special sections with, like, as Kevin said tonight, it takes time to pull out his next batch because you got to go through where's the S start, and you're trying to stick your fingers in there if you don't have dividers. So I've really been wanting dividers for a long time, and they're very hard to find. They're expensive. I don't know why no one just makes them, like sells a bunch, but well, here's a recent search on Amazon. Of course, the page changed on me, so I can't show it to you, but they're like $150, $80, $100, stupidly expensive. I go into this Amazon store, and this is on the shelf right here. Record dividers.
Oh yeah, I buy the same like boards for like Nintendo Power. Yeah, look, like this is that same company.
Whoa!
Oh, I grabbed issue 1. That was a good one.
So this had a price of $25 on there, and there's 25 of them, so $1 each. And geez, what the alphabet's got like 12 letters in or something. What?
26.
We'll work it out. Don't worry about it.
Oh, so they're shorting you one
just to make you buy another one.
Did they? That's like hot dog buns and hot dogs.
You can put Y and Z together or something.
That must be it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just show you. Let me briefly.
Are they plastic or are they cardboard or what are they?
It's like a poly something or another. They're thicker. And yeah, here's.
But it's not like paper.
No, it's not. It's
wow.
It's like plasticky kind of things. Yeah.
And you got it for 25 Canadian dollars?
Canadian dollars.
Where was this? You said it was an Amazon store?
It's a surplus store, and they get Amazon like returns.
Right.
So obviously, I'm thinking someone paid $100 for these, got them, and went, "This is not like, thinking it's the wooden ones or something fairly substantial. They're just like heavy plastic dividers." So they probably went, "I'm not paying $100 for that, but I'll gladly pay 25 for it." So now I just got to get like a label maker or something, make nice letters on it, and I can divide up my stuff. So I was extremely happy to find that. And while I was there,
always prepared, Bill.
Where the heck did it go?
He never is looking for anything on the VHS show. I just want to say that
everything's there.
Johnny on the spot on the VHS show.
Like I said, they sell Amazon returns. So this was a CD that got returned to them, and they put it up, and they priced it at only $7. And it's some more of this Fleetwood Mac with the Peter Green days. And this is a live album. And Kevin yelled at me the last time I came across something like this and didn't grab him a copy, but this was the only copy. So, sorry, Kevin. I don't know if that'll come in, but yeah, February 1970, the band at its height with Peter Green. And there's the track list there. So this is the good stuff. This is before Fleetwood Mac went bad. Got an encore jam on there for 13 minutes. That's going to be cool to hear. Maybe I should open it. Look at that.
Sure.
It's volume 2, so I don't know if there was like a
volume 1, maybe.
But is it the same? Is volume 1 the same concert, or is it like a first night of this? Okay, opening up. Look at Chris Roberts would love that. It's got the hang tab on there.
Oh yeah, get rid of that.
Uh-oh, I almost ripped through the sticker here. We got to keep that sticker, right, Kevin?
Oh, absolutely.
Got to keep that sticker, put it in there. So normally this store, whatever Amazon has, they'll sell it for half the price. They'll look it up and they'll sell it for half the price. So that's where they got the $7 from. Picture of the band. Just one disc. And ephemera.
Oh.
That's cool. Look. Okay, yeah, February 5th, 6th, and 7th. So I wonder if they did 3 volumes of this. Boston Tea Party. Oh, for $7. What the heck? Grab that. So I was really happy that day at my Amazon surplus store. Now, not feeling the vibe yet. Gonna move on. I almost thought I had the vibe for a second time. Almost thought it was almost there. Mail call. What do you guys think? Should we open this?
No.
Yay.
I'm not feeling the
vibe.
I got the vibe to open it. So we need some to hit the like button, because we got to hit the like button when we get some boxes being opened here. This, oh yeah, this is the stuff. This is stuff that's been on my watch list on Amazon. Geez, this
for
one
days.
Well over a year. Well over a year. This is adjacent to music. This was a one-day only sale. I did alert Kevin to it. The 4K version of Lord of the Rings, extended and theatrical cuts.
Okay.
Half price.
That's pretty good.
Half price.
Now, let me ask you, when you watch those, do you watch the theatricals or the extendeds?
If the extendeds get the same quality audio as the theatrical, I'll watch the extendeds. And I think they all get Dolby Atmos here, so I'll just go right to the extended.
To me, there's no reason to watch the theatricals of the Lord of the Rings movies. It's extended or bust for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. It's not.
I would love to do maybe like a top 5 sometime of
Lord of the Rings movies.
No, of director's cuts that are like worth watching versus or extended / director's cuts versus theatrical cuts. Because like there's certain movies that, like The Abyss, which I just happen to have on VHS, and it's nice,
lovely.
Which and it's the widescreen edition with the extended or the ending, the director's cut special edition for the first time on video.
I don't think I've seen the extended edition.
Bill, it's the only way to watch The Abyss. Like the last 20 minutes of the movie don't exist in the theatrical cut. The movie doesn't have an ending.
Yeah, I think I've only seen the theatrical or the extended cut.
Yeah, it's the only one to watch. Anyway, sorry. Sidebar. Continue.
Oh, no, I love it. I'll give you another one. The Watchmen Director's Edition.
Yeah, but here's a good one. How about just not ever watch The Watchmen? Because it's a bad film.
What?
Yep.
Really?
That Zack Snyder, he knows how to.
That's his good one. That's his good one.
I disagree. The only good Zack Snyder film to me is Dawn of the Dead. Is Dawn of the Dead remake. That's it.
He did
it's the only
that?
one. The 2004 one. Yeah. That's it.
I like Watchmen.
Well, that's good. You are allowed to like whatever you want.
And it's not because the movie starts with a killer Bob Dylan track. I'm just going to put that out there.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not
that's right.
because
Times are changing there. That is the opening thing, isn't it?
I'm not saying that. But excellent. And the extended is just fleshes it out that much more.
Is that the one that has the cartoon thing in it too?
Comic strip?
No, not the comic strip. The the Black Sails, or what the heck is it called? I don't know Watchmen that well. There's like a super cut, and then there's like the extended cut, I think. There's several cuts of Watchmen. There's like a really long one, I know. And I said, is there a shorter cut? That's what I want of Watchmen.
It's too big of a story.
Oh, God.
It's too big of a story. So this has this got me. I was never ever going to buy this because I have the digital files for this. And the vinyl box set of this was the very first video on this channel, if you want to go look that up. But this popped up as an epic deal. I think it was yesterday, and it came today. We're talking about Bob Dylan and the band, the Basement Tapes, the complete edition.
Oh.
The complete edition. Look at this monster box here. This is CDs. We're talking.
Oh, that's CDs?
Yeah.
How much did that cost you?
And a really great book in here, like an amazing book. You're gonna have to. It's getting its own standalone video, folks. You're gonna have to tune into this channel.
Oh, it's smaller. It looked bigger when you first revealed it. It looked like albums, like a record size.
Yeah, it's like that size.
Oh, okay.
Very heavy though, Mr. Thick here for sure. But what? How many discs on here? 5 discs plus a bonus disc of the Basement Tapes. Bob Dylan and the band is just amazing stuff. It's heavily bootlegged for many years, but they went and got the original tapes and cleaned it all up, made an amazing package. And this is everything. This is the complete edition. So really looking forward to opening that up. Check out that video on this channel sometime in the future, where we're going to go through it and look at this gorgeous book that's in here. Hardcover book. Hardcover. How much was it? Curtis says. That would be part of the video. I'm going to do a comparison of the price.
Yes, please don't give anything exclusive or special to this video.
You know me and numbers. I cannot remember stuff, but
I bet you'll remember it for the unboxing video.
Guarantee you remembers that price.
let me tell you. I'll tell you. I paid. It doesn't tell me. It was near half price. So regular price is $142. I think I paid around $60 for this. Like that's what kind of deal it was. It was a one-day kind of deal. Pretty good. Couldn't help but buy it.
Yep. Sure. Bill, you know what's really funny is a lot of times when you position your head, it almost looks like you have a blue halo because it fits like perfectly within. Exactly.
It's no accident. That's just when you become that holy, things just naturally happen.
So, okay. Bill, did you see in that Basement Tapes complete collection? Did you see that there's a Beatles? When they were recording, I think the White Album in Abbey Road, they had some film crew document the whole thing, and they have over 57 hours of footage, and they're releasing it all. It's called "Be a Fly on the Wall" of the Beatles, the 1969 studio rehearsals. 57 hours of the most intimate footage ever shot.
They just released a trailer like today or yesterday. Peter Jackson is doing a 3-part series on Disney Plus called "The Beatles Get Back," and it's using that footage that you're talking about.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it is. Yeah, and it was when they were recording "Get Back," or well, what became "Let It Be."
Kevin said the White Album, though, didn't he? Did you say the White Album?
He's mistaken. He's mistaken.
It's okay. I get things wrong. I only saw a little bit of a thing. I'm reading it now.
No, I'm just helping you out because I just right before this I watched the trailer for that. It looks great and it's really fascinating. Like check it out if you get a chance. But I think it premieres in November. Like November. I think maybe Thanksgiving, like November 25th. American Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I thought they said that they were going to release all 57 hours of the footage, but I might have misread that too. I only quickly looked at it, so
yeah,
I should have really.
I mean, they might, but I'm just saying there's also the Peter Jackson thing.
Yeah, Disney Plus, and I think it's only going to be available for like a few days, and then it's gone on Disney Plus.
Oh,
Did
what?
I read that right?
What?
Yeah, it's like a premiere and then gone, probably for physical release. Am I mistaken?
Okay.
I could be mistaken. I thought that's what I heard. It was a limited release on Disney Plus.
Stupid Disney.
I could be wrong. Fact check me, please. Okay. When we come back to me, we're going to go through all the stuff from the bin. Finds from the bin. That'll be exciting. Who was up next? I think it was Curtis. Was it Curtis? Am I feeling the vibe?
boy.
I'm feeling the vibe, folks. I'm feeling the vibe.
Oh,
I'm feeling it. We got
He's
the music.
feeling it.
I got the music stuff away from me. We're back over to Curtis. I want to give a special announcement to the vinyl collection that the show is evolving. The show is going to evolve because the vinyl collection has been exhausted for many of us, except for Matt Bandy, of course, who's got a billion records, and Kevin still has a bit. But, of course, vinyl will be welcome on this show. That will be continuing. But, I think we hinted about this in the past. It's going to open up to all kinds of collections. Whatever we are interested in is welcome to be shown on this show. So Kevin will still have vinyl, and I'll still have like some cassettes or something, and Curtis will have his Russian doll set. And
I can't wait to show that.
Will somehow it'll come together into this beautiful thing, and it's going to be called The Collectors.
wow.
I like that.
Look at the production. The vinyl show will continue on. It will become The Collectors if the panel still wants to come on the show, of course. So it's all up to participation.
I think this is a smart move too, because I think it'll open it up to some other people that might want to come on who don't have big music collections. Like for instance, Duke. He's come on before, but I'm sure he's got plenty of stuff he'd love to show.
That's right.
On this, and yeah, I think it'll be fun. I certainly have. I brought some other stuff to show today. We'll see if we get to it.
Yeah, because
in true vinyl show tradition, we may not get to the thing that we're supposed to show.
But we all are collectors, so everything will live here. So still vinyl, still music, and other stuff. It's gonna be fun. Anyways,
everything.
Curtis.
All right. So why don't we finish up I figured out what this place was called. It's called Record Outlet because I noticed one of them has the sticker on it. So the place that I went to today was called Record Outlet, and it was in Thousand Oaks, California, I believe.
Well, you got one fan.
Yes.
And unsubscribe.
So moving to my vinyl adjacent, I picked up a couple cassettes. One of them, Kevin is going to love. I know it. I can just feel it. But we'll show that one second. The first one I got was Bad.
I had that.
There we go. I paid 4 smackaroonies at the Record Outlet. Great condition, by the way. No mold. Perfect. I had this on vinyl. This album came out in 1987, and I had a birthday party a few years ago, and it was a 1987 party. Everything was 1987. The music, the movies, everything was all about 1987, and I gave away my vinyl because I did like a 1987 raffle where all the prizes were stuff from 1987, and I never got it back on vinyl. So I decided to get it on cassette. Because why not? It was there. Thanks for leaving, Bill.
Yeah, Bill's
Just thought I
really.
might.
He saw Michael Jackson, and that was it. Fun fact: my very first two cassettes I had when I was a kid was Michael Jackson Bad and Weird Al Yankovic's Fat. So I could actually sit there and compare the artwork in both albums. And those were the only cassettes I had for like a year. Just those two. It was just weird.
You know, you'll like this. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think my first two cassettes, I certainly remember getting this one, like choosing this one, but I think my first two cassettes was, my very first one was AC/DC Highway to Hell.
Oh, nice.
And I think the second one I got was Weird Al Yankovic, Dare to Be Stupid.
There you go, right on.
So we both had a Weird Al.
A cool and a Weird Al one.
Yeah.
Both, but Weird Al's cool too. So.
All right. And the second cassette I got was Aerosmith, Get a Grip, from the greatest era of Aerosmith.
Oh.
This came out in 93.
Yeah.
And you will find such hits on here as Living on the Edge.
Yeah, not great.
Shut Up and Dance. Crying.
No.
Crazy.
No.
Great album, Kevin. Why are you hating? Another horse macaronis.
I mean, I like that Eat the Rich on that album. That's about it. There's no way that's their best era. You're way off.
I said that just because I know that's the era you don't like of Aerosmith.
Yeah.
But Shut Up and Dance is the song that they play at the end of Wayne's World 2 when they show up to Waynestock.
Oh, right.
Remember that?
Yep. Yeah, there was some good album
Shut Up and
tracks
Dance
on
is
there,
good.
but the those ballads.
Oh, what do you got?
We didn't need
ballads.
We didn't need them.
All right, so those were the two cassettes I picked up. I also they had some VHS there, and I had to shoot a quick couple texts to Chris Roberts because I was like, should I get these or what do you need? I was asking him if he needed either one, but he said you should get both of them because they're both uncommon, and if they're a good price, you should pick them up. He did need one of them. So I'm going to show some VHS here on the vinyl collection, The Collectors.
Deke is right.
Trim down 10 songs.
Yeah.
What is that one on here? 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, if you trim it down to 10 songs. Trim 10 songs off.
Oh, I thought he was just saying trim 10 like songs.
A single.
That's funny. All right, the first one I got was Damien, Omen 2.
What year did that come out?
This came out 78.
Oh, wow.
Okay, yeah, because I don't know, the guys there on
I know.
Retro Nonsense.
Stupid.
What had Damien as one of the 80s horror guys, and I'm like, that's a 70s.
Those
are 70s movies.
That came out in like 74, like the first Omen.
Yeah, okay.
Their list, I was like, come on. What they need to say is like, this is the stuff we grew up with. Sure, yeah. That's fine.
Get the 80s out of there.
But stop saying it's the 80s. There was another one that I was like, I forget.
Yeah, I thought like the Alien could have got in there, but that was 79, so that must have disqualified it. But then Omen.
At least Alien, like it had
nice.
Aliens, which was a big movie in the 80s, but the Omen, those are 70s movies, man.
Yeah. The first one, you know who directed the first Omen?
Oh, it's not
Frankenheimer.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was going to guess.
Dick Donner.
Oh, right. Okay.
You know what I love about this, though? I've never seen the second Omen, but William Holden, I had no idea he's in this. I love William Holden.
It surprised me, too.
Yeah, he's great. So I'm going to check that out. Then the second one I got, which I've also never seen, but I'm very excited to watch because I've always wanted to see it. This is the one that Chris needs, is Psycho 3.
Right.
But like, look at how nice. This is like brand new.
Yeah, because no one watched it.
but look, good times.
Good times.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I see
good
that
times means good times.
Right.
Not a lot of tape.
Not a lot of tape on that one.
Is that an EP recording?
Probably.
Yeah. Chris Roberts doesn't need those. Keep them for yourself.
I just may.
There you go.
So that's what I got at Record Outlet, which I will be going back to next week to make a video so you guys can see what it's all about. Before I yield my time, though, we had some homework, or I had some homework to do.
Yeah, homework, yeah.
Well, actually, Kevin, didn't you have some homework too? Weren't you supposed to watch something?
Oh, yeah. Oh, was it Flock of Seagulls? What's the name of that show?
Oh, yeah, Flight of the Conchords.
Flight of the Conchords. Yeah, no, I didn't watch it. I forgot about it.
I
listened to Flock of Seagulls instead. Sorry.
I'm the kid in the group project that does all the work while all you guys just sit back and get a good grade. No. So what was the thing that we had to do, Kevin?
We had to use your Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 and pare it down to one album, which I already did back in 2017, I think, on my blog. Yeah, September 11th, 2017. I did a post on it. So you just had to do it, and we just have to see if you match up with mine. Do
you have yours pulled up?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. And I'm going
to throw this out. I don't know if Duke is still watching, or I don't think Duke's watching, but Mother Brain, if you're still watching, I want Duke to do this as well. I think he would have a fun time doing this. So before we begin, I want to say a couple things. One, I saw that this is a pretty popular thing to do online.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, and I saw another site do it. They called it Choose Your Illusion, which I thought was a great title. Because I was very interested in research. I didn't want to be influenced too much, but I did want to see if this was something that other people did, which I thought was good. Second, I did not look at Kevin's list at all. I did not want to be influenced at all. And I wanted to ask you, Kevin, when you put together this list, what was your philosophy behind it?
I have to look back. I don't know I don't remember.
This is how I think we should go down the list is we go one track at a time.
Yeah. Okay.
But I wanted to know your philosophy, because I suspect you came from like a music fan perspective where you...
So I'm reading it right now because I have to read back on my blog and figure out what the heck. So I said, what I'm thinking is I'm making a rock and roll album, not something for pop radio and MTV to be comfortable to promote. No disrespecting those who enjoy those tunes. They're just not my bag. I'm the track list god here, apparently is what I said.
So I definitely came at it from the approach of like, if I am trying to make, I want to make, because I feel that between the two albums, you have like a Huey Lewis and the News sports album in there. Like it's just freaking all killer, no filler. You've got that in there. But it's also got to have that broad appeal. This could be a massive record. I want this to be like the ultimate. Guns N' Roses hasn't put out a big album really since Appetite for Destruction. They did Lies in between, but that is kind of a weird half hybrid album. This is their big thing that everybody's been waiting for. So let's give them this like killer album. That was my thought going into it.
I just wanted to make a good rock and roll album that would have been a good follow-up to Appetite of Destruction.
Absolutely. And I also feel I say this because I feel like you are going to leave off a lot of their mainstream hits. That's just based off of what you said in the last show.
I know. I already said too much.
I was like, I feel like you're going to leave off a lot of their big hits, which, I don't know if that's...
I just don't care for them. So,
and that's fine. Yeah. There's no wrong answers here. I think it's really cool doing this.
Okay.
But I wanted to preface, I think we had different philosophies going into it.
Okay.
So track number 1. Where's Bill, by the way?
I think he's gone to watch hockey or something.
This is you guys.
Okay.
He just comes in the middle. Yeah. All right.
What's going on?
Oh, is he... oh, God. Keep fixing my camera for him. So who wants to go first? Track 1. Let's hear the track. You're the track guy.
Okay, my first track is Back Off Bitch.
Oh, that's a great one. That's a good one.
And I said I think you need a rockin' track to kick it off.
Yeah.
Let your ears know what they're in for. The tune's build up perfectly launches into the gunner's level of the atmosphere. The lyrics are a wee bit crass, but this is 1991 and they're Guns N' Roses. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, I will say I think that's a great choice for a first track. I actually debated going with that one myself. For my first track, I stuck with one of their opening tracks, which was for Use Your Illusion 2. I went with Civil War because I think it's got a great opening. They use the line from Cool Hand Luke. What we got here is a failure to communicate.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then the song has a nice opening and it builds to like a good rock, like, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it makes for a good opener. It's not as heavy an opener as like Welcome to the Jungle. It's a little bit more like mature.
The only problem I can see with starting an album with Civil War is that no one will get the song 2.
Why?
They'll listen to song 1. They'll say, "This is."
You don't like Civil War?
No.
Oh, I love it. It's
Boring
one of my
song.
favorite. Oh,
So
I love it. It's
boring.
one of my favorite of theirs.
I just don't care for it.
Okay, that's
No.
fine. That's fine. Track 2.
My track 2 was "Don't Damn Me."
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I said it was a good bridge tune to the third song.
Don't Damn Me got left off of mine, but it was in contention. I like that one. I just didn't want to. I was really cognizant of trying to not feel repetitive with some of the songs, especially some of their like big, because they got some like really long ones between the two. And I just didn't want to feel like it was the same old thing, which some tough choices had to be made on what was going to cut. I want to ask you, before we go any further, how many tracks do you have in total?
Okay, well, on this one, I have 11 tracks. But when I went to listen back to it, because I did listen to my thing, I actually cut 2. I cut it even more.
You cut it down to 9?
To 9, yeah.
Wow. So I have 11.
Okay.
So that's funny because you there's such a large selection. You could go much longer if you were really trying to like keep some of the other ones. You could have went to like 15 tracks easy, because I think those are like 15. Like both of them are really long. They have a lot of tracks.
Yeah, like you don't want to make it too long either, right? Like no. An album
you don't want to like tire out your audience.
Right.
Yeah, and mine in total is 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah, mine was 1 hour, I think, and 5 minutes. But if you cut down those 2 songs, it cuts it down to like 80 minutes or something.
Yeah. So my track 2 was Dust and Bones.
Okay.
Which I felt is a solid. It keeps that the first 3 tracks on mine are like really keep you going, like it's a train. We're chugging along, and I love Dust and Bones has a, I don't know, kind of westerny type feel to it. I don't know. I really dug it. I thought it was a great second track.
Yeah. Okay. It's not on my album.
Okay. That's
not there.
That's great.
My number 3 is what I consider to be the best song on out of both albums. And I always feel like you put your strongest song at number 3. And that's You Could Be Mine, the Terminator 2 song.
Why do you feel that you should put the best song at 3?
I just feel like, you can't, if too many bands put their best song at number 1, and then you just kind of lose momentum for the rest of the album. Okay. So I like that little bit of a build up to it, build, like you want some anticipation, like sometimes I'll put in an album just to hear that one song. Right. And you get that little bit of a build up to that one song.
Yeah.
It just kind of keeps you invested into the rest of the album.
I can dig it. That's good. That's sound. Whoops. Oh, my third track was Bad Obsession, which is a good rocking song that I think has it's got a great hook to it, and it's not one of their like popular tracks. But as I was listening to a lot of Use Your Illusion over the last couple weeks or so, and Bad Obsession I kept humming that when I wasn't listening to it. And I was like, that one's got to go on there.
Yeah,
but
it's not on my album.
I didn't think it would be on yours.
No.
There's two that I got that I'm like, I don't think Kevin would put these, and I thought this was one of them, but that's fine. That's fine. All right. So what do you follow up? You Could Be Mine with.
So once you do that, I feel like as if you got it, you can go back down now, right? Like we did 3 songs that were really rocking. You go back down, and my 4th song is Estranged.
Interesting. Okay. Now that's one of their longer ones, right?
Yeah. So, and I think it's the better ballad out of all those ballads that they came out with at that time.
Okay. That's a good one. Yeah.
And I think it's their second most underrated tune, I think.
Okay. I do like that one. That one did not make my list for the same reasons that I didn't want to feel like I was repeating.
Mm-hmm.
But I had the same thought process with We're Coming Down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Song 4, We're Coming Down. And I went with Don't Cry with the alternate lyrics.
There's alternate lyrics?
Use Your Illusion 1. They both have Don't Cry on it.
They do?
Both albums.
I
But
didn't even
Use
know
Your
that.
Illusion 2 has alternate lyrics.
Oh, okay.
And I'll be honest, the only reason I chose that was that there was more, because I had 11 tracks. I wanted more Use Your Illusion 2 on there than 1, because I felt, but it was really, it really doesn't matter. It's now equal because Don't Cry is technically on both of them. So,
okay.
But that was my number 4.
Okay. My number 5 is Dead Horse. Because I wanted to build back up to the rocking.
Yeah.
So that song slowly builds back up to some more rocking.
Okay. I had the same thought, and this is where I slotted in Back Off Bitch.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I thought this is a good one. Get them pumping again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one. Back Off Bitch also, it has a very AC/DC vibe to me.
Yeah.
It feels like something they could have done.
Yeah, I agree. Would have had different lyrics though. I don't think they're not they would do like some sort of double entendre or something like that. They're not like really back off bitch. That's a Guns N' Roses thing. AC/DC's not back off bitch. It would be something else.
Yeah. They'd be like, back off, witch.
Or something like that. Yeah. Okay, so my number 6 is Double Talk and Jive. It's an Izzy tune. What I like about it is that it shows off Slash's guitar funk style.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost put this at number 2.
That would be a good one, yeah.
But it loses too much momentum at the end. So that's why it's down here.
That was another one that didn't make the cut, that narrowly missed the cut on mine. I had that on there, and then I was like, I couldn't find a place for it, so I ended up taking it off. Okay, so this next one for me, I was looking at it as if this was a vinyl. So this next song would be the end of side A.
Right. Okay.
For me, and I went with they had the 2 covers, which I know you're not going to put any of their covers on yours.
No.
But they had Live and Let Die and Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Yeah.
To me, I went with Knocking on Heaven's Door. I feel like it's a bigger crowd pleaser. Having seen them twice, this is the one that they sing along with the crowd and do a lot of crowd stuff with.
Yep.
Plus, it's Bob Dylan. He doesn't like that though. So that I thought that would be a nice end of side A. So that's why I picked that one.
Okay. Okay. I think now I'm trying to remember. I know one song I cut for sure. I'm trying to remember what the other song I cut was. I'm pretty sure it was this one down here. So I'll say, why am I big now? Cut me back to half. Where did Curtis leave?
I guess that's it for his battery.
Oh, good old Apple products.
He killed it doing this choose your illusion business. Man, finish your thought at least.
Should I? Oh, well, my number 7 was pretty tied up. Oh, there he is. He's back. You got your battery back?
I'm getting nervous. It's getting low, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, my number 7 was pretty tied up.
Okay. I don't remember that one so much.
It's a Iggy Pop-ish kind of tune. Builds up slowly, ties in nicely with double talking jives, wind down. And I actually was considering using it to start the album.
Oh, nice.
To open up the album with.
For me, number 7. So this would be this opening of side B for me. Was Bad Apples, which is another like kind of hooky one, very basic, but it's like a great starter track. It's not start of the album track, but I thought it was a great like side B start, like rev it back up again, you know.
Okay. Well, so these next, so I got the next 2 songs are the songs I cut. So do you want me to just mention them, or do you want me to go on to the next?
I want to hear what you cut.
So when I went back to listen to this album that I created back in 2017, I said I could do better, and I cut the next 2 songs. The next 2 songs I had were The Garden, which listening to it, it's not a very good song. And the only reason I kept it was because of the Alice Cooper cameo. Right. And I thought I can't cut that, but you know what? I can cut that now.
Yeah.
And then the next one was Bad Apple that I would cut.
Oh, why'd you cut it?
It felt too much like it was like another, like I like Slash when he gets all funky with his guitar riffs, and it was just like I didn't want to repeat. It felt like we already did that with the double jive talk, and we didn't need to go back to that. So get that off.
Fair enough.
So the number 10 song that I would go right into instead is Breakdown, which I've always liked the piano and guitar in that one. And I would end the album here on that one. I think that's a good album closer, but the next song, I had to put one more song on there, which I believe is their most underrated song of all time that I would end the album on.
Okay. Well, I'll blow through a few of mine so we end at the same time. So after following Bad Apples, I went with Yesterday's. I love that one. That one's such a good one. And that's such a good Axl like showcase. His voice is so great in that one. And then I followed up Yesterday's with Breakdown because I love that song. And I was very close to putting that as the final song too, but I chickened out at the last minute and I put it in the middle of side B. I like that one. And then after Breakdown, so we're kind of like going to the crescendo, the finale, if you will, of the album. I got 2 left, and I look at it as kind of like a film. You know, you got your climax, but then you kind of come down again, right? So this is definitely the climax song, and I went with You Could Be Mine for there.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a great song. And that's my big one that you build up to, you know.
Okay, well, I wrapped up the album with what I think is their most underrated song. I think it's their song that they did a lot of sort of experimentation with. They're kind of like, it's almost prog rock. It would be like Guns N' Roses prog rock, and that's Coma. I think like there's so much variation in that song and I know a lot of people would consider that filler, but I think there's a lot of good stuff in that song.
It is, and that one, I love that one too. It is very experimental, and I think the reason I kept it off, because that was one that was either that or Breakdown I was debating between. And Coma felt like it was a little inconsistent. Like it jumped around, it changes a lot, you know, which I like, but I don't know. At the end of the day, it was just one of those ones that you had to pick one or the other. And
if you forced me to choose between Coma and Breakdown, I would choose Breakdown. But I think, like when I say their most underrated song, I don't think it's their best song that nobody, you know, I just think it doesn't get as much recognition as it should. So it's not the best song on the album. But I think it's one that, you know, if they did more stuff like that, I would be more of a Guns N' Roses fan. Like if they just kind of went outside of the box a little bit and experimented more, drop the stupid ballads. But what do I know, man? They made a ton of dough on those ballads, and Coma did nothing. So like, you know, again,
I mean, it is good
when it comes to anything. Like I don't know anything, you know. I like the number one show on TV is like stars dancing with each other. Who the hell wants to watch that? Not me, but it's the number one show on TV. So I can't be a TV exec. I can't be a music exec.
Hey, but we can have fun doing this.
Yeah, it's just my opinion.
So maybe we should have had me go first because I think you had a more interesting ending. Mine's a little bit more predictable. Again, I'm trying to give the world a very broad appeal, massive album. Yeah. So I ended with November Rain because you got to have that one on there. It's a big one. And I thought it was a good, after You Could Be Mine, good kind of come down, and we kind of just off into the night on that one.
There you go. See, so like I predicted, we wouldn't have too much crossover at all. I think we had You Could Be Mine. Both had double. No, we didn't have double talk and drive. I think that was it.
Yeah, no, we had Back Off Bitch.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Breakdown and You Could Be Mine, I think.
Yeah, those are the only 3 songs.
But that's what's great. That's what's great about
insane.
This.
That's
and
insane.
I will say, you had a ballsier album. Like,
it's the album that no one would buy, no one would listen to. They'd buy your album instead.
I agree. but this was part of the fun of it, and it was so hard not to go to buriedonmars.com or whatever and see the list. Cause I was like, I really want to see what he picked. I was more looking for the stuff in between because I knew I was going to put a lot of their big hits on there, but I wanted to know the stuff in between. You know, I was like, does Kevin like Dust and Bones? Does he like Bad Obsession or Bad Apples or Breakdown? You know, which ones does he like? So this was fun. That was great.
At least we're both in agreement that the album should be cut down, though. To like, there's way too much stuff on there. Like,
there is an amazing album in there.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, girl? I got my dog like staring at me 2 feet away.
Can you stop talking about Guns N' Roses?
Yeah. Daddy, please, why? But
all right, yeah, do that, Mother Brain. I'd like to see what Duke's list would be.
And I would have him. I would say, Mother Brain, tell Duke to do it before he listens to, or before he sees us.
Yeah,
like, have him not be influenced at all. Have him pick what's in his heart. Yeah, right.
True.
What would you pick, Jasmine? I would pick It's Time for Supper. Oh, well then. It is getting close, but podcast, we agreed.
If I can interrupt the flow of things, I want to give a live update here on the show. While you guys were waxing poetic about Guns N' Roses, I took some time to open up my Lord of the Rings box set, 4K box set that just came in. If you guys tuned in, I picked that up yesterday for half price. Super excited to find. I've been waiting a year to get this, so I took my knife and very carefully just opened up the sleeve to get this out without, still leaving it on here as you do. I got a little concerned because there's a little crease right there on this box, so I can live with that. $100 box set, it should be perfect, but I can live with that, I guess. And then I start taking it out.
Oh no!
And this is starting to get a little loose.
It's total Bill Kadesh.
Oh,
what?
I don't understand what's happening here.
You got billed.
Like,
pieces are coming off. Is it all cracked? Oh my!
This is bringing me lots of joy.
See, we just built that. All that Guns N' Roses talk was just a build up to this.
This $120 box set.
Oh my god! What'd they do? Sit on it before they gave it to you? Did it come in a it came in a box?
This is perfectly fine. This is like uncreased perfection.
Hey, but Bill, you still got that hype sticker on there.
I was worried about this tiny little crease here on here. This is
how does that crush without the outside getting smushed?
That is destroyed. Only on the collectors do you see this.
Wow.
I'm flabbergasted, really. I was like, that's got to go back, unfortunately. And I was like dying to watch it, hear that Atmos track. And thank you, Amazon. No, that came in this box, which we saw, which was perfect.
Right.
Had some bubble in there. Is that why they're blowing these out at half price? They knew something was going on inside, or what? But thanks.
Can you take
Amazon.
it back?
Oh yeah, they'll take it back. Hopefully, they have some in stock to.
Yeah. That
sucks, bro. I mean, it's really funny for us, but man, that sucks.
Well, wait until you get the replacement in and check that out before you send that back, because if the outside box is smushed and the inside's good, then you can Frankenstein yourself.
Good idea.
Can I give an update as well?
Yes. Okay.
So remember, like forever ago, I got that Ozzy Osbourne Blizzard of Oz vinyl, which was brand new. That thing is jacked. The whole side A, it looks perfect when you look at it. The whole side A just skips and plays terribly. Side B plays fine, but side A, not one song plays all the way through without skipping and jumping around. I don't know what happened, but that thing is garbage.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was brand new.
It was brand new.
It was brand new. I mean, I didn't get it at an Amazon surplus store, but it was brand new.
This was not the surplus store, for the record.
No.
It was Amazon proper.
Oh, that's even worse.
New pressing plants, man. They just rush out these jobs. And
I was so I'm unfortunately still on the hunt for Blizzard of Oz, which they did not have at the record store today, which I was looking for, but oh well. They only had his new one.
All righty. Curtis, do you have anything else before you hand it over? I don't want to end your segment prematurely.
That was it. I was very excited to do the Choose Your Illusion.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that. If you should have told me earlier, we could have printed it out, put it up on screen.
I know. I meant to do that, but whatever. I got to put in a new video. What should we watch? You guys go ahead.
Okay. Kevin? I guess it's my turn, right? Okay, I got a big surprise at the end of this.
VHS racks. You got those.
Oh yeah, I guess so. I didn't there. $5. Those Napa
Beautiful
VHS racks that well, the Napa, you guys talk about the cassette ones all the time, right? And then I saw someone had ones for CDs. And then we were at the Mission Thrift, and Sarah's like, "Hey, what are these?" And I'm like, "Oh, those are those Napa things that they're all talking about." But they were for VHS tapes.
Yeah.
So I grabbed them for Bill. They were $5 each, and I got 2 of them. But I don't know, my collection looks pretty good in there. So it's at least going to be my Halloween costume for October. I am a VHS collector poser. That is my costume.
I think you have more VHS than I do, Kevin. I think you're a legit VHS collector.
Well, I would say 90% of it is what I had when I was a kid. There's a few tapes that I bought, like, because I was ahead of the VHS game. I bought, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, I bought like 3 VHS tapes, thinking that maybe I'll get into collecting these. And then I got them, and I'm like, what am I doing? This is not right. So,
you're in it now.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just go through these quickly. I picked up some CDs. No one cares about that one. I got Cat Stevens' Greatest Hits. There you go. It's got all the hits on there. Cats in the Cradle, Silver Spoon. This was more for Sarah. I asked her. She wanted the heart from the 80s.
80s
heart.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Even Heart doesn't like Heart from the
80s. I got another copy of the Beatles' White Album because it was $2.
Oh yeah.
And my copy, the discs aren't in the greatest shape, but I have a copy of this, but I was stupid and I took all the artwork out and everything, and I scaled it down to like a 1 CD thing, like the 2 CDs in the 1 pack. You know what I mean, kind of thing.
Mhm.
So I was like, that was stupid. So
That looks
for
like a
$2, I
newer
got my
release too.
I don't think it is. It's not remastered or anything like that. It just wasn't, it's these CDs.
But it doesn't look like the first run on CDs. What I mean.
Oh, I don't know. It looks like my set that I had from the 90s. Found Forrest Gump soundtrack,
Hey,
which I had always wanted, and but it was always super expensive, right? Like it was always like $40 back in the day. So for $2, get myself that.
You showed them.
Yeah, it only took me 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
I got it, and completely disagree with Curtis on his Aerosmith take, because if you want the gems, the Aerosmith gems, you got to go back to the 70s. That's where all the gems are. So if you
what's on that one?
So if you've ever seen, the red and white Aerosmith greatest hits, right? From the 70s, that was only like 11 songs or whatever. So this was the album to whatever, to go with that one. So this has a bunch of the album tracks from the 70s. So you got your Rats in the Cellar,
Oh, okay, cool.
Those kind of songs, if it would focus there. Nobody's Fault, Round and Round, Critical
Wow, Mama
Mass, Lord of
Kin
the
and
Thighs.
Train Kept a Rolling aren't on their like proper greatest hits?
No, it's on this. So
I'm
like this
surprised.
is my kind of, it's all just their rock and album tracks. So
That's a good one. I dig.
where should I go next? Do you want to see some HD DVDs or Blu-rays? What do you want to see next?
It's dealer's choice.
All right, so I got myself an HD DVD player for $12 the other day. So it came with the Dirty Dozen on HD DVD. I haven't watched any of these yet because my HD DVD player didn't come with a remote, and right now the audio is set to analog and not digital. So no, Dream On was on the greatest hits. This was to go with that. What word am I trying to look for?
To compliment.
Compliment. I don't know why the A is going to compliment that. I got a stupid Tom Cruise movie.
It's okay.
Now, you're giving us crap for VHS and you're collecting HD DVDs?
Yeah, because it's HD and it's in widescreen, and you can
get all these things on Blu-ray.
Yeah, but not for like $1. Like these were. Like,
I'm pretty sure you could get The Last Samurai for $1.
You get this on Blu-ray. Constantine.
I like the Samurai movie better than Constantine.
I haven't seen any. I haven't seen either of them.
Well,
I've seen the Dirty Dozen.
Constantine is weird. When it first came out, it bombed, but it's had a bit of a resurgence lately since Keanu's kind of had a bit of a comeback.
I haven't seen it, so I was like, what the hell? It's got Keanu in it. I'll give it a try for $1. And the Good Shepherd.
Never saw that one, but I did.
Yeah, I have that. Never seen it yet.
Who directed that one? Was that Clooney?
No, it was De Niro.
Oh, it was De Niro. Okay, yeah, I know it was an actor directed one. Yeah,
Matt Damon. And finally, a movie we must have all seen, Meet the Parents, right?
I just watched that recently.
There you go. It's a good.
That's
movie.
An alternate cover.
It does hold up very well.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Sarah watches it all the time. So there you go.
It's funny.
That's why I got it for the alternate cover. See?
Terrible cover, by the way.
Blu-ray. So someone was saying they hadn't gone to the Salvation Army in forever. I hadn't gone to the Salvation Army in forever. We were driving past and I thought, what the hell? Let's go into the Salvation Army.
Which town?
This was in Markham.
Okay.
Is that okay?
No, it's good to know because some Salvation Armies are way different than other Salvation Armies.
Well, this one, like, you never find anything great in there.
Okay.
Except for this time, for some bizarre reason, I found Ghostbusters 1 and 2, which I already have on 12 different formats. Well, what the heck?
Is that the Digibook?
Because it's the Digibook version, which I did not have. So you got to get yourself the Digibook version, right? So,
but that's definitely not a good transfer, right? Compared to your 4K.
Oh, of course not. Yeah. No, this is
But
garbage.
the best transfer is this one.
Oh, obviously.
I mean, come on.
Definitely. There's a whole channel devoted to that over here. For more VHS stuff, go to the new Midnight is Flashing.
Got
YouTube.
the widescreen version.
Look at this guy.
Hey, that's cool.
Look at this guy.
Yeah. See?
Showing off his VHS.
That's right. I remember because I had this stupid version for forever and ever. This came out on the 15th anniversary, Ghostbusters 15th anniversary in the late 90s. And I so badly wanted to see Ghostbusters in widescreen because on this stupid version, they cut, Egon Spangler out of all the shots. You can't see everything. So right before I got this, our TV in our apartment, in our little apartment died. And so I had to go to our backup TV, which was a little 14-inch TV. It's funny. It's like the one that everybody uses in all their YouTube videos, the PNG gift. I had that exact TV. So I was watching Ghostbusters in widescreen. It was like this little tiny band on there. But I got to see Egon Spangler finally. Look at the back on that. Isn't that something? That is something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Something.
You excited for Ghostbusters Afterlife?
No, I couldn't give two shits.
Reviews are okay for it.
Yeah. Whatever. I'll watch it when it comes out on the streaming or whatever. I'm not going to the theater. So, yeah. Speaking of Bill Murray, I picked up finally a copy of Stripes so I can watch the extra 18 minutes that
Which
Rambo
is not worth it.
No,
in my opinion.
Nope. I finally watched the 18 minutes. I finally got to it was morbid curiosity.
Yeah,
you get to hear him sing Quando Quando for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. But the reason why you want to get this on DVD over the Blu-ray or the VHS or the HD DVD version or whatever version out there, because the DVD comes with a cardboard cutout.
I had that same version. I remember that. Yeah.
So you cut that out and you fold it together, and you got the van from the Winnebago.
And let me guess, Kevin, you're never going to do that. You just leave it in there until you die.
That would look good on your shelf.
I spent $2 on this thing, and it's going to stay complete.
Is it cardboard or is it still just paper?
No, it's just paper.
Oh,
Kevin, please make it. Please.
And do a video.
Nope. I'm going to buy a Stripes copy for $2 just to spite you, and I'm going to friggin' make the thing. Make it.
Thank you for putting that full screen, by the way. It's really sold it. Sarah and I watched this the other night. It's terrible. It's called Desperate Measures. It's got Andy Garcia and Michael Keaton in it. And you just got to wonder why Michael Keaton even did this movie. But it's one of those movies that you can't stop watching. You can't, it's because you just want to see what ridiculous thing this movie is going to do next. So Andy Garcia plays a cop, and Michael Keaton plays a serial killer. Andy Garcia's kid is dying of bone cancer. Michael Keaton's got the bone marrow that's going to cure his kid. So he's
he's a serial killer, Michael Keaton.
Yep.
Is he's loose? He's not
he's in prison.
Okay, so he's on death row or whatever.
So Andy Garcia has got to do how to pull the strings and everything to get this guy into the hospital so they can take his bone marrow out and put it in his kid. Well, once they get him to the hospital, all hell breaks loose because Michael Keaton's got planned how to break out of the hospital and everything.
Of course.
It is ridiculous. The hospital, for some reason, is right beside the prison, and there's a walking bridge between the two, because why wouldn't you put a walking bridge in there?
They always do it. How they
ridiculous.
Do it. Every single prison I've ever been to is like that.
Well, you put your institutions beside each other.
Speaking of Good Times, did you know that Good Times also released DVDs?
Oh,
did you know that?
No,
I did not.
I thought they released up.
Brewster's Millions.
Oh my god!
On DVD.
Dude, isn't that weird? That is my first VHS experience. Is Brewster's Millions?
You mean ever or just recently?
No, ever.
Wow.
Ever as a kid. That's the first movie my dad brought home.
Well, I've been dying to watch this movie again, and can't find it on any of the streaming services or anything.
It's a good one.
It holds up. It is really good. John Candy's excellent in it.
It's super clever too. I love the rules on how he has to spend the money.
Yeah, it's been. We actually looked it up, and it's been done. Like it's a book that came out in 1902. There's like a silent movie version of it. There's a very first talkie from the 20s version of it. They did it in the 40s. They did it in the 60s. There's a Punjabi version of it. There's a British version of it. There's so many versions of this movie. Wow. And it's funny to watch like the millions keep changing to keep up with inflation. You know, like at first it was like he had to spend $300,000 in a year to get $1 million.
Jeez.
Up to this movie was he had to spend $30 million in 30 days. The only dumb thing about this movie is that he in order to spend money, he runs a campaign, a political campaign for the mayor of New York City, which would cost a lot of money. But how he jumped into that within that 30-day period, there'd be like some sort of like you'd have to a deadline before you could jump into a party like that. But the rest of it was really good. I got Charlotte's Web because, it was $2. What the heck? Charlotte's Web. I wanted to watch this movie again. Can't find it anywhere, so I picked up Stranger Than Fiction.
Oh, you got that. Is that the Canadian version that has French on it as well?
That is the correct version that has 2 languages on it for people who can absorb 2 languages. We watched half of this tonight. Stephen King's It from 1990.
Yes.
Television.
I was just watching you talk about that on Fandango. And what is your analysis?
Well, on Fandango, I watched the
I know.
Right? Yeah. So this is a lot more fun than the newer version. I'm it's not great or anything like that, but I'm having fun with it.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Curry was really good in it.
Yeah, he was good.
Here's a Blu-ray of a scary movie called Frozen, not the Disney Frozen.
You butthole.
How dare I? Oh, man. No, mine's better.
Oh, Thunder Stolen.
Mine's better.
You freaking stole my I thought, I was like, this is a great underrated movie that nobody talks about.
I talk about it. There you go.
How great is it though, right?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't?
No, Sarah bought it. She's like, I've been looking for that movie. I'm like, okay.
It's if you don't know what it's about these 3.
Well, don't tell me. I'm gonna watch it. I don't want to go in fresh.
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
I'm going to watch it. There's no thing. It's a scary movie.
It's
time of
super,
year.
Yeah, but our listeners, our viewers might not know.
Yeah, it's
they
cold.
know it's got a recommendation by you. That's all they need to know.
It's great, but it's super effective at making you squirm and
see, now I'm going to be thinking about that the whole time I watch the movie. Curtis says this movie's supposed to make me squirm.
Yep.
I'm not
I can't squirm. I'm not squirming.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the squirm?
And you never once think, oh, this is going to be about aliens. And then the last 5 minutes, you're like, what?
The Indiana Jones Crystal Skull all over again. That's hopefully everyone out there has seen The Usual Suspects, because but a buddy of mine my buddy Frank was lending me The Usual Suspects. You don't like that movie? You don't like The Usual Suspects? Oh, anyways, he was lending me. He was like, you got to watch this movie, Usual Suspects. Here it is. And our friend Walter was standing right there, and he was like, oh, is that the movie where the crippled guy, or is this a mob guy? And he's like, Frank's just looking at him like, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, I guess there's no surprises for that one. I got Norma Ray. I'm a
Sally Field.
Yeah, that's a good movie. They play it all the time on TV, but it was on sale.
So let me ask you, you're such a huge fan of Burt Reynolds.
Yes.
Does your love extend to the other half of Smokey and the Bandit? Like, do you love Sally Field as well a lot?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well, that answers my question.
All right.
Big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.
Child's Play 3. The Child's Play movies were on sale, so I got 2 and 3 because I have the first one. But 2 hasn't come in yet. So there's number 3. It Came from Outer Space. This is like a 1950s kitschy aliens are coming to get you kind of thing.
In 3D.
This is a 3D version, but it also has a 2D version, so I can watch it. So, good for that. We were talking about director's cuts. Did you know that there is a director's cut of Star Trek 2 out there that you don't have, and you should get it because it has some extra scenes in it. Yeah. Right on the back, they show you.
That's brand new, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, I remember someone talking about that. Yeah.
And it's not brand new. Like it came out on DVD, the director's cut, where they put a bunch of extra stuff on it. But when they released it in that package with all the other Star Trek films with the original cast, they just released the theatrical version. So if you wanted to watch the director's version, you had to get the DVD. But now you don't. You can get it right here. So.
Not the 4K version. You didn't get the 4K.
It didn't come out in 4K.
That's coming. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's coming because they just put the movies together in a 4K pack.
Yes.
But it doesn't have that one, if I recall. So that one's getting its standalone release in 4K with the director's cut. That explains what the story is.
That explains why this was on sale. So that makes sense. Whatever. If you're going to get a Pink Panther movie, well, you should get them all because they're all pretty good. But this one is the one I grew up with.
Let me guess.
And watched over and over again.
Let me guess.
I want to guess.
Love it. It's the best one. Austin Powers ripped off this movie. Go for it.
I guess Return of the Pink Panther.
Shot in the Dark.
You both couldn't be more wrong. It's the Pink Panther Strikes Again.
Ah,
this is the one that I watched over and over again.
I don't think I've seen that one. I think that's like one of the
favorite.
ones. I gotta watch that one.
There's this one part where he it's just the best gag. He comes in and there's this old guy. It's a hotel. An old guy's behind the counter, and he's like, "I'd like a room, please." And okay, give you a room. And then Peter Sellers starts walking to his room, and he sees a dog, and he's like, "Hey, did your dog bite?" And the old man says, "No." So he goes down to pet the dog, and the dog bites him. He's like, "I thought you said your dog couldn't bite." The old guy says, "That's not my dog."
That's good.
It's good stuff. Good.
That's good.
Great movie. The opening, I think I watched like the opening 20 minutes of this movie like just over and over and over again. I was laughing before I put the DVD in to watch that one again. Here's a movie that nobody talks about, including Curtis. If he pulls this out, I'll be surprised. It's Flashpoint. No? Nobody?
Damn it, Kevin.
Come on.
I swear to God.
This has Bill, you recognize this guy?
Yeah.
That's Donnie Yen, the Ip Man. This is by the guy who directed the Ip Man movies and Donnie Yen from Ip Man. This is a fantastic. This is a great cop, like it's by the books, by the numbers cop thriller thing. But the last 20 minutes of this movie is just Donnie Yen kicking ass, taking no names.
Yeah, he's so good.
It's good times. Curtis.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, we're waiting for that Apple product.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I just see the spinning wheel. I'm down to 10%.
Oh,
I'm getting nervous.
That's an Android 3%.
All right. This not...
I got Romeo Must Die. I've never watched it. It's from the producer of The Matrix. It was $2. So what the heck? Have you guys seen that?
No.
I've never seen it either. So, okay. I guess we're down to the TV series and my one special super duper pickup. So I'll just show you the TV series here first. Everybody needs to have Family Ties.
I've never seen a single episode.
You should.
What?
Well, if you're gonna,
it's not streaming anywhere. I want to. It's not streaming. You can't. I have to go to Kevin's house.
I'm pretty sure there's probably YouTube clips that you could, get a feel for the show. But if you are going to get Family Ties, make sure to get the Tina Yothers hair edition. Okay, get that one.
Yeah.
There is an episode. Teenager. There's an episode where she is giving everyone heck because of the big thing in the late 80s was the ozone layer was being depleted by people's hairspray. and she was giving like everyone crap because they were using these aerosol cans for their hairspray. Meanwhile, she would come out with that fucking hair. Come on, what are you doing?
You know what I love? I love that that's like a giant DVD case. Like it does.
Yeah.
It's just the side.
Yeah, these are really cheap. You know,
Yeah,
these are why they.
That's cheap.
Well, touche. But that's why the prices of the complete series have come down. Okay, you ready for the super duper pickup? If you follow me on Twitter, you've seen this, you know this, but you know how anti VHS I have been. But you bastards, I went looking for VHS for Bill, and he was passing up. Like I was finding like all the James Bond. He was talking about the James Bond movies on his last VHS show and how much he loves the covers. I found the ones that have all the gold trim along the top.
Don't want
those. They look just beautiful all together. And then I found the Deer Hunter, another beautiful VHS set with gold trim all around it. Big double set. They only wanted $1 for it. He didn't want that. I resist the VHS. I'm not buying that crap, right? I'm not going for it. But the last place we went to, I was looking at the CDs, and the VHS was right beside it. And I'm looking at it, and I see out of the corner of my eye something. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. I hate you all.
Yes.
I found a sealed copy of Cannonball Run.
Wow.
It was originally $6.99 at Kmart.
Oh, it's sealed, baby.
Still sealed. So this is obviously a late 90s. Released by Good Times.
Good times.
Yeah. That's their new logo. That was on that DVD you had of Brewster's Million.
Stupid Talese with their damn stickers.
Oh,
Still working on getting
stickers.
off. You should have heard Sarah. Like our trick with the stickers, with Value Village and the Goodwill, works every time. Works flawless. You get yourself a hard, not a floppy one. Not a medium one. Get yourself a hard guitar pick. Put the Goo Gone on there and then just use that guitar pick to scrape it off. Works on every sticker except for those Talese stickers, man. They are made of something else. But there you go. Sealed copy of Cannonball Run 2. Go on the stupid shelf. God damn you.
He's in.
Hate you all.
So good. That was
Hate you all.
satisfying. That was super. Kevin, you got to fill up your thing.
It's full enough.
No, it's
That's
not.
enough.
You like
It's got
see,
enough.
I got the cassette one. I want to fill that up because it looks sexy when it's full. You got
Yeah.
a lot of spaces there.
No,
Oh yes.
it's full enough.
Well, guess what? If you're not going to fill it up, I'll fill it up for you. Expect a box of You Got Mail.
Good luck shipping that to Canada.
I've shipped plenty of stuff. I've shipped stuff to you before. Hey, did you ever read that book, by the way?
Oh, well, I can't. My eyes can't friggin' see it. I need to get them reading glasses. That's how bad it is, man. Look, here's the remote. I can't tell what's on this remote. I have to take off my glasses and look at it like this. I need to get some reading glasses.
Yes, you do.
So I actually was looking up for an ebook version of it. I was looking for PDFs of it, something out there, but I couldn't find it. So
You're gonna love it.
but it is beside my bed. It's ready for me to read whenever I get my new glasses.
Funny.
Okay. That is funny. Kevin, you can just go get your prescription updated.
Yeah, I know. I know now. The excuse before was the pandemic, but I have to actually go and do the whole thing with the eye doctor and put my face in the thing and all that stuff.
Yeah. All right. I was going to go next, show some stuff from the garbage bin, which is pretty cool stuff, but I know Curtis is on a lowering battery situation. So Curtis, you want to show some
9%.
You want to show some good stuff before you sign off?
Yeah, might as well. Now that we're switching to the collectors, why don't I give a little taste of some other stuff you might
switching
see?
to what?
The collectors. So it's October, which means it's the month of Halloween.
I know.
Those are quadfocals he's going to need.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to like resurrect Ben Franklin to come up with a new set of
every corner of my eye
bifocals
needs a
or-
different prescription. Yeah.
So anyway, it's October, Halloween. Everybody's watching horror movies this month. Everybody's doing their scary, spooky things. Well, I tend to, just like I do in December when it's October, I tend to pull out a bunch of horror movies and go through those. And what I decided to do this year is have a little marathon, if you will. And you'll notice my name tonight isn't just C, it's my Instagram handle, where you can go, because every day I've been watching one episode of Tales from the Crypt.
Oh.
And giving a little mini review of every episode, and then I give it out of 5, my number review. And so I did the math. There's actually 93 episodes of Tales from the Crypt. So if you break that up, divide it by 3, that's 31, which is how many days are in October. So if I did my math right, for 3 years, every year, for the next 3 years, I'm going to be watching Tales from the Crypt. So this year, as I started it, I'm going to be going through the first 31 episodes. And then next year, we'll pick it up with the next 31 episodes. In any case, I want to show off my Tales from the Crypt DVDs. Because, Kevin, I believe you've never seen this show.
Nope, I have not.
Well, it is... Bill, what do you think of Tales from the Crypt?
I've barely seen it. Like, barely.
Really?
I don't know. Did we not get it here in Canada, Kevin? Is that the situation?
I know in my situation, it aired on Friday night when I was a teenager, and I was like always out, scoring chicks and stuff. What are you laughing at?
Sure.
What are you laughing at? What's so funny?
Well, this was an early HBO show, and to my knowledge, is not streaming anywhere right now.
Why you laugh? You're crying. That's not that funny.
It's good. Yeah, we wouldn't have found HBO. Like, you would have had to know someone who had the big steerable dish for us to get HBO.
Well, to my knowledge, it's never been released on Blu-ray that I know of. Maybe it has. But it's not streaming. You can't, not even on HBO Go. So it's kind of a hard show to track down and watch. But luckily, I have every season of it. Nice. And I have been holding on to these guys because this was, when this was on for me, I was a little young to be chasing ladies, getting all that poon like Kevin. But this was a show that
they're chicks, okay? It's not poon, all right?
Poon slaying. That's Poon Slayer. That's Kevin's nickname, right? Poon Slayer.
Please, Poon Slayer 69. Poon Slayer was fake.
That was his original email. But this was great. I used to love it. I would stay up late. We had HBO, and sneak when the parents weren't watching and watch an episode. Absolutely love this show. It holds up okay. Obviously, some shows are better than others. What's funny is it's like every episode is based on a comic. Tales from the Crypt, Vault of Horror, Haunt of Fear, I think, shock suspense stories. And you think of this show as like a horror show, and it's really not. Like, I was doing the math. I did 12 episodes yesterday. It was my 12th episode, and 4 of the 12, so a third of the episodes, were the supernatural ones. 8 episodes had nothing to do with being supernatural. And I think that's pretty indicative of the most of the series. Like, it's a lot of like thrillery stuff. A lot of double crossing, a lot of love triangles where they're trying to, kill one person so the other two can be together. And then there's always some big twist. But I think in a lot of people's heads, it's like, werewolves and zombies and mummies and stuff. And while there is a little bit of that in the show, a lot of it is not that, at least so far of what I've been watching. So,
Curtis, is that show not on the Shudder streaming service? because the new one's on there, so they must have the old one.
Well, the new. What do you mean the new one? You mean Creep Show?
Oh, yeah, I'm mixing them up. Yeah.
Creep Show is on Shudder. And
Right.
that Creep Show is very much a spiritual successor to Tales from the Crypt. Although Creep Show is more, that is definitely more supernatural. And it's more like just horror based. A lot of Tales from the Crypt is bad people learning or getting their comeuppance. You know, like everyone's kind of a jerk in Tales from the Crypt. And it's always about like, how are they going to get their comeuppance in the end, versus Creep Show, which I've watched the first season, is very much just like clever little horror stories where, you know, the protagonist is for the most part like a pretty good person, where all the protagonists in Tales from the Crypt are almost exclusively terrible people that, you know, are trying to screw over someone or murder someone, and then in the end it, you know, comes back to bite them in the butt. So that's a lot of Tales from the Crypt. Of course, one of the big draws of Tales from the Crypt is all the stars that have been in the show over the years. You know, you get Tom Hanks and Michael J. Fox and Arnold Schwarzenegger and all the stars of the late 80s, early 90s, you know, show up at one point or another in Tales from the Crypt. And it ran for 7 seasons. This is the final season. So, which had, who's that?
Daniel Craig.
Yes, Mr. No Time to Die himself, James Bond. And who's that?
Dudley Moore.
No?
I don't know. It's kind of blurry.
A little blurry. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi himself, Ewan McGregor.
Oh.
Really?
Yep, young Ewan McGregor. Let's see his name. Yeah, anyway. Really good. Really good show. I mean, it's definitely hit or miss, but man, when it hits, there are some really solid episodes. I would encourage you to track it down, Kevin, any way you can.
Well, I checked on Blu-ray.com, and it has not been released on Blu-ray. But there are a bunch of movies, Tales from the Crypt movies, that have been released on Blu-ray, including Bordello of Blood, starring Dennis Miller and Angie Everhart.
Used to love that when I was a kid because Bordello of Blood has lots of boobs in it.
Oh.
And so that as a little kid, I was, oh yeah.
Let me guess. The biggest boob was Dennis Miller.
You got that right.
All right.
Yeah. Tales from the Crypt. So that's where I'll leave. So check out my Instagram because every day I'm posting the episode I'm watching, and that's the only thing you'll find on my Instagram all October. I'm not posting anything else. It's just every day there's one post, and it's the Tales from the Crypt episode that I'm watching.
Mm-hmm. Link in description as well, guys.
There you go.
Link in description. All right. Do I got time? I got
8% left.
Wow.
Hey, it's like a video game where as your health gets lower, your resistance, you know, they give you a little bump up in strength. So that's why you're holding on. Okay. So I work at a broadcast facility. I've told you this before. They have a media recycling area where you can dump, you know, your tapes and equipment, stuff that doesn't work. And, you know, so it doesn't go in regular garbage, like recycling. And so I keep an eye on that just in case things happen. And there was some stuff in there again. So, like, obviously in this place, people get comped music and CDs and that kind of thing. And I guess they just have too much and they just purge it. That's enough. People do that. And then there's us that go in the garbage and take it all back. It's the circle of life. So I found this stuff in there. This is some Weezer.
Oh, yeah.
Is this their first album?
Yep.
Called the Blue Album.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And it's got the big track on there that everyone in Windows 95 land knows about. Buddy Holly. Remember that? Windows 95 had the video.
No. I remember the Rolling Stones. They had some Rolling Stones song. Or maybe that was Windows 98.
Yes. So that was in there. I don't know who throws this out, but man, my jaw hit the floor because I actually don't have a legit copy of this.
The Black Keys. There you
The
go.
Black Ace. Brothers.
I got that.
Look at that. Yeah, I told you to get it. Again, there's as the story goes.
Your dream sequence goes.
I'm the one that tipped off Kevin that he should record Conan O'Brien that night because the Black Keys are making their network debut. And he went, I'd never heard of them. I said, listen, just do it. And oh yeah, quite a performance from Thick Freakness that night.
Quite an imagination from
that
bill. Let me tell you.
There's video proof. I got the tape.
I got the CDs with my handwriting on them.
Yeah, 'cause I told you to record it that night.
Yeah, why would I do anything you say?
You looked up to me. What do I know? This is how.
Exactly. What do you know?
There's a poster in there. It's a good poster.
Yeah,
I put that in a frame.
You gonna hang it up? Actually, hang it up?
I might. Like that's a decent. It's just like newsprint style paper, but I mean, looks good.
You get that on a frame and matted. Oh man, you could put that right next to your Stripes cardboard RV.
And notice no damage happened when I opened that. What is this? I'm not a fan, but
no, you don't want that.
I can't leave that in the garbage. It might be worth something.
It would help feed the seagulls.
Could sell that or something. Oasis. I don't know. I don't know. Is this an early album or late album? I don't know.
Their big one.
That's the big one.
That's the big one?
Yeah. That inspired that Hulk Hogan meme.
Oh, Champagne Supernova's on there.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's Hulk Hogan meme. What's the Hulk Hogan
where he's like, where he's got the guitar and it just says, anyway, here's Wonderwall.
I haven't seen
that meme?
No.
I've got this before on Record Store Days. I don't know if you guys have come across this sampler from Sub Pop Records. They usually give these kind of things away on Record Store Day. What volume is this? Volume 4. So this just is loaded with all of their artists, little samplings for their artists. This is where we need Matt Bandy. Matt Bandy would know all about this. There's a disc. Please enjoy. It's kind of a neat sleeve. I don't know if you can see all the
texture.
We got another poster here. Sub Pop has got a lot of independent punk bands on it and that sort of thing.
Dude, you should hang that up.
Then a big mission statement from the label. And
rip.
Yeah.
And then they give you little cards for each artist and a little how do you do about them. Oh, there's one. We heard of those people.
Mogwai?
Yeah.
Isn't that a Star Wars thing?
Gremlins.
Oh, right. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, one of those 80s monsters that squared off with each other.
Yeah, like Damon.
Damon.
He's a Canadian boy, Ron Sexsmith.
Oh, I just picked that up.
Now that is the best last name ever.
I got a bunch of his albums.
That's what they called Kevin in high school.
What do you think the what is it? The etymology of that surname comes from? Like a lot of time. Can you hear me?
Yes, we're listening.
Okay, sorry, it stuttered a little bit. You know how like if someone was a smith, like a blacksmith or something, they might be John Smith, or if they were a miller, it might be Steve Miller. Now, if your last name's Sexsmith, what did you do for a living?
It was a coxswain.
Oh boy, we triggered some Duke action here.
Damien 3 was 81. Okay, you made it, Duke.
Wow.
Well, may I just point out that Duke specifically says, I've never seen 2 or 3. I've only seen the first one.
What was the one where he said was it he's like the first one's good, the other 2 are bad, and Chris are like, have you seen the other 2? And he's like, no.
It's the Omen. He's like, well, I've heard.
That was good.
Okay. And finally, just to finish things off, on top of all this in the bin was a Sony Discman.
Oh wow.
Oh, look at that.
Works
Official
perfect.
Sony Discman.
Now, does that have the anti-skip technology? So when you're running and
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I think so.
So
It
late
works.
release.
I tried it. What is this called? It's got the old G protection.
oh.
That's what the ladies needed to protect their G spots from Kevin.
Yes.
I don't know.
As soon as I find one, they'll need protection.
Swing and a miss.
God damn it. It's got parametric equalizer, plays your burnt discs. Anyway, I thought that was funny that this was also included in the bin of free CDs.
Boy, that's a buzzword phrase that never really hung around, huh? Parametric. What was it?
It just rolls off the tongue, whatever it is.
Parametric equalizer.
What is that? I've never heard that in reference to anything else. Parametric equalizer.
It's got lots of metrics. Yeah. Anywho. Oh, I briefly showed this on the VHS show. I found this at the thrift store. Great movie, war movie. Tora. It's with the book. See?
Yeah.
Kevin was going on about the Ghostbusters book.
Yeah.
This is a better book.
It's a different one, that's for sure.
I went in there. I found this. I go to pay for it. The lineup was to the back of the store. So I went, screw you guys. And I went and I hid this in the book section, in the travel books section between two big, thick travel books on Panama or something.
Smart.
And left it there. Came back a week later. Got my movie. Still there. So a little hint for you guys thrifting. You know, either do that or just put it in your back pocket and walk out the door. What's Duke still saying?
his ignorance is part of his charm.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right, so that is it for the vinyl collection. This episode 60 some odd, whatever. We're continuing to evolve. Soon to be the collectors. Look for us soon on this YouTube channel. Same group of nutballs, just going to be called collectors.
So is the new show, is it going to be episode 1? Are we rolling like,
Ooh.
or is it going to be what episode of vinyl show is this?
I think it's 62. I can't see. It's cut off here.
The finale, the series finale, and the collectors. Number 1.
This is
Numero uno.
What was it? Just over 2 years, right? No, it's been a year.
Almost
Yeah, a year.
did 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Yeah.
Just looking through our vinyl collection.
Well, it started at the start of the pandemic, and pandemic's going on for 2 years.
Coming around.
Jeez. Oh,
That's not to say a standalone vinyl collection show won't come back at some point. I'm sure we'll just, have a whole bunch and it'll be a big vinyl show. Vinyl will still be a part of this show, of course, but
and there could be an episode of the collectors where all we all have to show is vinyl, and it could end up being like an accidental vinyl. That's what you don't know about the collectors, is what is going to be shown. There's surprises around every corner.
I'm just amazed at how Bill comes up with these titles. Like, he's like, I want to do a show on vinyl. What should I call it? The vinyl show. You went too fast there, Bill. I want to do a show on collectors. What should I call it?
Maybe Curtis gave me the idea for this name.
Maybe. It's just
you couldn't come up with the collectors on your own, Bill?
I couldn't figure out.
No. When you leave him to his own devices, he comes up with midnight is flashing or whatever. Talk about rolling off the tongue.
That's brilliant.
There is like start to continue, midnight is flashing. Those are definitely Bill titles. Like there's a connection
definitely.
there.
Whenever you think of your VCR, you always think of the flashing 12.
I get it.
Do you know how many midnight flashing, always flashing midnight channels there are out there? Because when you announced the name, I couldn't remember it. So I'm like, okay, midnight flashing. And then 12 different things came up with like midnight is always flashing, midnight. Like what the heck?
Really?
Is the name
Channels? channels?
YouTube channels. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, wow.
I got the name. That's why I picked it, because it was available. And, oh Jesus, I better grab that.
Clearly.
It
Shouldn't,
Not that I
shouldn't that
came
be an
up with that on
indicator,
my
though,
own.
if it was so easy to grab?
The Gmail is available. It's available on Twitter.
That's like, I bet if you wanted your YouTube name to be the R. Kelly Fan Club, I bet you'd get that right away, too.
Jesus, the channel's still brand new. It's already getting its balls busted.
You got to explain the title to Mother Brain.
We just did. Your VCR, it would bug everyone because the 12 is always flashing, because every power outage, it would default to the 12 flashing.
Yeah.
And it's too much of a hassle to set the clock. So a lot of people would take electrical tape and just put it over the hole.
That was why known as VCR, always flashing 12. She didn't know how to set the time.
I got 4%, boys.
All right.
We are, as Aerosmith would say, living on the edge. Wait, other side. Living on the edge.
Was that Desmond Childs that did that album too? Is that his? The producer, was it Desmond Childs, or he wrote
Bruce
a lot of songs?
Fairbairn.
Oh, okay.
Fairbairn.
Yeah, that guy was.
Bairn.
That guy was cool.
Fairbairn. He's definitely not Bruce Sexsmith. I'll tell you that.
He did the Razor's Edge. AC/DC's The Razor's Edge.
Well, there you go.
And he's
Really?
Canadian. Yeah,
Fairbairn?
Fairburn?
Yeah.
And you don't like this?
No.
I don't get you, Kevin.
I mean, he's just the producer. He didn't write the songs or anything. It just
wow. It's Fairbairn.
Wow.
Fairbairn.
I think Desmond Childs wrote a lot of the songs on there though, because Joe Perry and Steve Tyler couldn't get it together to write songs for that one.
That's a good one.
Well, don't forget, everyone, check out Curtis's Instagram and his letterbox, and everyone's letterbox accounts are all down below in the description.
Mother Brain brings up a good point. What if it's not flashing midnight, but it's flashing noon?
Well, noon is not as cool. It didn't have the vibe.
Could
Noon
be
is
noon
flashing.
is flashing. Noony.
It's high noon. High noon on the VC. Okay.
She's got a whole
What about
Seinfeld routine going on down there now. I mean,
yeah.
how do you know?
Noon?
It's supposed to be midnight. It's flashing 1-2, right?
Even a broken clock's right twice a day.
Okay, that channel shut down. Look for the new VHS channel when we come up with a new name, and look for that. Again, thanks everyone. Curtis, Kevin Sexsmith, appreciate you guys showing up. Look for you next time on the collectors when that comes back. In the meantime, hey everybody, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next time. See you, everybody.